Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Probe Virtual College Fair. My name is Becca, and I will be facilitating this event. Thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, this session is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the StriveScan website, strivescan.com/probe. So now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters. First up, we have Jeff from DIgiPen Institute. Take it away.
All righty. Hello, everybody. I'm going to share my screen here, and then I will introduce myself. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be around the world. My name is Jeff, and I am the Director of Outreach from DIgiPen Institute of Technology. Pretty cool place, small but mighty. I'm happy to share all about it with you, which is what my plan is for the next 5.5 minutes. What is DIgiPen? We are a private four-year college founded in 1988. We have a weird name, and that's because we were started as a computer simulation and animation company called Digital Pencil back in the late 80s. And our president realized he could not find the talent to complete the projects coming across his desk, so realized he needed to teach people what it is we do. Right then and there, we became the first school in the world to offer a degree in video game programming. And these are all of our areas of expertise. We currently have 10 degree programs, and our areas of expertise fall in the STEM fields. We're located in Redmond, Washington, 16 miles east of Seattle in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, surrounded by evergreen trees and snow-capped mountains and water, flowing through the rivers and the lakes and the ocean. And lots of sightseeing opportunities, Space Needle, Seattle Center, lots of fun outdoors activities. We are located in the game development hub of the United States. There's over 350 game-related companies where we are located in the Seattle area, just within a 20-mile radius of our campus. Makes it a lot of fun, a lot of excitement around the chatter and banter of our students because of that. And like I said, we are small but mighty. The first school in the world to offer a degree in video game programming. Nowadays, lots of folks offer it, and we're really proud of this stat here. We're ranked as the 4th best in the country for this degree program by the Princeton Review. Always been in the top 5 for the last 11 years. And our average class size is 20, really family feel, you get to know people, and you get a lot of great access to the faculty that are on our campus. 1,500 of our graduates are contributed to making commercial video game titles, our graduates are contributed to making 1,500 or more virtual video game titles, commercial games. So if you play video games, probably any game you play has a DIgiPen grad working on it. We've also won a lot of awards in the film industry. One of our degree programs is Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Digital Art and Animation. So lots of cool stuff there. We are ranked #1 in Washington State and top 1% in the US for this study that the Georgetown University Center on Education and the Workforce did, called your return on investment. Are you getting a return on your investment, your college investment? I recommend going and looking at that study anyway, just because it's fascinating, but we're just happy that we're ranked high in it. Like I said, 4 categories our degrees fall into. Lots of Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science degrees, Bachelor's of Arts in Game Design. We have our Bachelor of Fine Arts in Digital Art and Animation, and then Music and Audio degrees. And then we have a couple Master's degrees as well. Our approach is a lot of fun. You take classes in the classroom, learning theory, just like you would in any normal classroom, hearing a lecture from a professor. But then you take that knowledge and you apply it to making a project that is meaningful to you and what you're studying. They're interdisciplinary teams, so all the degrees come together and work on projects together. So you make professional level video games or animation films while you're on campus at DigiPen. Preparing to apply, there's a number of portfolios that are required for some of our degree programs. Some of our degrees don't require portfolios. Those are all listed on our website. So depending on what you're interested in, it's important to check out what is needed for your application. SAT and ACT are not required for this year. They're not required for 2022. They are optional. And so we're accepting unofficial transcripts. We're being flexible. Enrollment options for fall of 2021. Our general deadline is April 1st. I know a lot of folks in here might be juniors or before that. So be looking out for the application timeline when it would open for fall of 2022 in September. Lots of events happening, online events. We are also open for campus tours. We hope to be open for in-person events by the fall. But we have lots of events based on learning more about our degree programs. Our next deep dive series starts on March 13th, this Saturday. You hear a welcome from our president, admissions staff, lots of good information. And then throughout the week, you hear from our degree program directors. This is also a list. Some of these are past, but these are some really cool events that just happened. We have a lot of fun special guest speaker series, Kahoot Quiz Bowl, Women in STEM panel, lots of great opportunities for you to get involved with and learn more about us. And I have 10 seconds. Here's our email address and our phone number. My name is Jeff Hill. My email is jeff.hill@digipen.edu, and I will post that in the chat. Thank you so much for having me, and enjoy the rest of the presentations.
Thanks, Jeff. Up next, we have St. Andrews University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon Valerie, and you're going to spend just the next 6 minutes with me. I know you guys are so tired of being on Zoom and just listening to all the different information that we love to share with you, but we're missing seeing you guys in person. But hopefully this is just a little bit of information just to help you get started with your journey if you have not already decided on the school yet. So the first thing I'm going to show you is just the 4 pillars of what St. Andrews is kind of the foundation of us. So you see global, community, tradition, and actually you see our 3rd pillar over here as experience. So let's get started. How many of you guys, I'm sure, have probably never heard of North Carolina? Well, we're actually nestled in the middle of North Carolina, South Carolina, about 25 minutes from the west interstate of 95. So we're a small community, basically with a Main Street type charm, where if you're looking for a big city, we're not quite that big city, but it's so much fun, a little small Laurinburg. When our students get a little sad and they want to reach out to a big city, we have Charlotte, North Carolina, which is like 2 hours away. And we actually have Raleigh-Durham, which is an hour and a half away. So maybe you decide you want to have some beach time, you want to go surfing, and you love being close to beaches. Well, we're not too far from Wilmington, North Carolina, and actually Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So we're actually kind of about 2 hours from both of those beaches. But what if you're not a beach person and you don't like water? We're actually about just a few hours from the Appalachian Mountains. So if you were interested in rafting, whitewater rafting, or picking some apples, or just being outside to just enjoy nature, we have those amenities. That's not too far from campus either. Now, some of our students ask the question, well, what do you have at your campus that we may enjoy? Well, we actually have 200 acres of lakes centered. We call it our beautiful lakes that we have surrounding our campus. We actually have a causeway, which we have student life and academics divided. So our students can enjoy the academic side, but if they don't want to see their professors on that side of student life, it has a causeway that it's divided for both of those to be separate from. So we actually have 8 dorms. You can see these are just a few pictures of how our dorms are actually set up. And basically, when you become an upperclassman, you'll have the opportunity to have more of an apartment-like dormitory room. So it's really more making you feel at home, and you're allowed to decorate. As you can see, as students can change it up a little bit so they can make it more personalized for themselves. So some of our students say, wow, that's pretty neat. This is over 300 acres of equestrian. Do we have to have a horse? Absolutely not. Our students, but we actually have over 100 different animals that our students are able to basically practice if they're interested in pre-vet, and just if they're interested in econ studies. We actually also have students representing from over 35 different states and over 26 different countries. There's definitely hands-on. As you can see in this picture, you actually have professors that maybe give an example of what they're expecting from our students. So the ratio of our classes are like 14 to 1 for our students. Some of the things that we do, we have international clubs, and actually we have just different clubs where the student life is basically very diverse. We're considered one of the most diverse universities in North Carolina, student body-wise. Our ratio for our students in faculty is 14 to 1. So we actually just had a new stimulation lab built. We have a new nursing program. So basically we have this summer, we're actually going to have a summer program for our pre-vet or students who are interested in econ studies. So basically, if you're interested in that, you'll be able to see that on our website. I'll give that information at the end. We actually have 22 majors and 22 minors. Some of our most popular majors are basically business education. We have life sciences, which is supported by our liberal arts. Our recent additions would be our Bachelor of Science in Nursing, a specialization in criminal justice management, and that's through our business administration program. And we also just added secondary education degree with 9th through 12th licensing. As you can see, we also have an MBA program, but I'm sure we may not have anybody that's listening to that, but just in case there's an MBA program after you finish your undergrad. And we actually have a Master's of Education, Instruction Design, and Curriculum Supervision. One of the things that our students are super excited about, they have access to one-on-one academic and career exploration. What does that mean? Well, we help our students to look for jobs. We actually help them to we do role playing, we do resume writing. So basically help them prepare for interviews. So basically they actually have the opportunity to prepare for even some local companies and even companies that they're looking abroad. Some of you guys may be on here, you may be interested in sports. We are actually a part of the NAIA. So we actually have 27 intercollegiate sports. Some of the newer sports that we actually have that we just added was esports, and we actually added women's volleyball and beach volleyball. If you're interested, I mentioned equestrian, we do have dressage, and you can actually take a look at our website to find out some more information about that. And my time is almost up, so I'm going to go to our last screen and tell you that we do have clubs. And if you're interested, if you have your phone, you can scan the Q&R bars here at the end, and I'll reach out and talk to you. And thanks again for enjoying listening to me for St. Andrews University. Sorry, Becca, thanks.
No apology necessary. That was great. Next up, we have Temple University Japan campus. Take it away.
Thank you. Good morning from Tokyo. My name is Andrew Evans, and I'm an admissions counselor here in Tokyo, Japan. Let me open my slides here and give you a very quick introduction to our university. Of course, we are based in Japan, so I want to give a very quick overview of why I think you should come and study over in this amazing country. We have a very unique culture here in Japan, whether you're an anime, manga fan, you like sushi, you're interested in the history or the architecture of Japan, there's something really for everyone here. And it's a great city to go out and explore, very welcoming people. One of my favorite reasons for living in Japan is the low crime rate here. If you tend to lose something, like I've done on a number of occasions, like a phone on the train, 99 times out of 100, you're going to get that back as well. So it's huge benefits of living here. Great work opportunities now for students, with companies actively seeking to recruit students from overseas. A great health system here. The hospitals are great. All students who enroll in universities in Japan become part of the national health insurance system here as well. And we have a world-recognized education system in Japan as well. I know our focus is on Temple University Japan campus, but there's a wealth of different opportunities here in Tokyo and throughout Japan itself. Now focusing specifically on Temple, for those of you who don't know, Temple University actually originates out of Philadelphia in the US on the East Coast, and TUJ, Temple University Japan campus, is simply an extension of that school, a smaller branch campus based out in Japan. So we're an American college, we're based in the middle of Tokyo. Our classes are taught 100% in English. You're not required to know Japanese before you enroll, but you can certainly start to learn or continue to learn the language once you join us here at TUJ. As mentioned, we have our campus in Philadelphia, the main campus. We have a campus in Tokyo, which is where I'm based. And Temple also has a campus in Rome, Italy, as well as a number of study abroad partners throughout the world. So we are a global outlooking university. You can come and do your full 4-year undergraduate degree with us in Japan. But for students who want to have a more global experience, you can split your time up between the different campuses as well. Focusing specifically on the Japan campus, we are lucky to be located right in the heart of Tokyo. We have a great vantage point to go out and explore the city. So if you are familiar with Tokyo, you've probably heard of places like Shibuya, Shinjuku. It's where the cool kids like to hang out. Great shopping, great restaurants. Those places are located within 15 minutes of the campus itself. So great, we're at a great vantage point to go and explore the city. In terms of your experience as a TUJ student, in addition to your regular lecture style classes, and we are a small school, so your average class size here is going to be about 21 students in your class. We do a lot of case study learning, whether you're collaborating with a company in Silicon Valley online, working on a marketing project, for example, or you're going into the boardroom of Häagen-Dazs Japan, for example, to work on a project for them. We bring a great variety to the learning experience. Internships are a key component of what we do here. So all students have the opportunity to do internships. They're semester-long credit-bearing internships. And we have a very extensive activities program for when you're finished with your classes. We try and offer that full immersive experience in Japan. So whether you're doing a cultural workshop or doing a trip to within Tokyo or various parts of Japan, there's a great variety of on offer for each semester in terms of the activities that you can do. We're a very diverse campus. We have around 70 different nationalities represented on campus as of now. And that diversity is also reflected in our faculty as well, with faculty from all over the world, including faculty coming over from the main campus each semester to do classes with us as well. As I mentioned, small classroom sizes, so you'll get to know your classmates really well. We encourage our students to participate in class. They're very interactive, and there's an open door policy in terms of the faculty. So they're very accessible if you need to connect with a professor and go over classroom activities or assignments. Again, they're very accessible for all of our students. And that activities program that I mentioned earlier, as well as our club activities, is also a great way to connect with students. We have around 1,300 students altogether. So it is a very small school. There's a great community feel here because we are so small. I think it's one of the big benefits of our campus. Our focus here is on 10 undergraduate majors only, mainly in the liberal arts field. I'm not going to go through each one in loads of detail because we haven't got the time, but you can double major, you can major and minor. For example, a very popular combination might be something like international business studies with a minor in Japanese. We are the oldest foreign university campus in Japan. We've been here for nearly 40 years, but in 2019, we reached a huge milestone with a brand new facility in Tokyo for TUJ and a collaborative partnership with Showa Women's University, meaning that we have a lot of shared activities, access to different campuses as well. So we're excited to see how that new partnership grows as we settle into the new campus. There's a couple of different options in terms of accommodation for students incoming to Japan. We do have a dormitory as well as a homestay program. One of the big benefits of being a smaller branch campus is our costs, around $15,000 per year. I mentioned our internships, career development. Here's how you can apply. We have various activities. I encourage you to come and check out our website as well for activities that we do. Thank you very much for listening. Over to the next institution. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Up next, we have Columbus State University.
Hello, everybody. My name is Taylor King. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions here at Columbus State University. So excited to talk to you about Columbus State University, the opportunity, the university allows students to create themselves. That's our motto and what we truly believe students are able to do. So some quick facts about us. We have two campuses here in Columbus, Georgia. We like to think of as one campus in two different locations. So we have main campus, which is more of a traditional campus, and River Park campus, which is more of an urban campus. They're only about 6 miles or 10 minutes apart. We have just over 8,300 students, so we're not real big, we're not real small. A little over 65 undergraduate majors, and our cost is a little less than $9,000 per semester. So those 65 undergraduate majors, we also have an additional 40 graduate majors, are spread throughout 4 different colleges. Our College of the Arts and our College of Education and Health Professions are both housed at River Park campus. Our College of Letters and Sciences and the Turner College of Business are both housed at our main campus. And that doesn't mean that you have to only take classes or live at a particular campus over one or the other. This is your opportunity to create yourself and where you see yourself and where you're most comfortable. So if you have questions about specific majors, feel free to scan the barcode above my shoulder and we can set up an appointment to talk about individual majors. So we do have outstanding student life here with 8,300 students representing every county in Georgia, 30 different states and 40 different countries. We have a very high amount of diversity. So about 48% of our students are white, about 40% of our students are Black or African American, and everyone else is kind of blended in. So when it comes to our student clubs and organizations, there is a wide array of things to choose from and just a great opportunity to get involved and engage. We are an NCAA Division II institution, so we do offer athletic programs. Our mascot is the Cougar, and our colors are red, white, and blue. We're really big into service and giving back here at Columbus State, so servant leadership is at the heart of everything that we do. It's not required for students to do service, but it is highly encouraged. And we have amazing traditions here. So we have 58 official traditions here at Columbus State. Some are big, things like Cougar Kickoff and Homecoming or Winterfest. We even have smaller traditions like eating lunch with your favorite faculty member or taking a selfie with the president. If you complete 45 of those 58 tower traditions before you graduate, you'll actually receive a special medal to wear at graduation, which is really cool. So all incoming first-year students are required to live on one of our 2 campuses, either main campus or River Park. Students at main campus live in what's called Clearview Hall, and students at River Park campus live in Broadway Crossing. Again, this is all freshman housing. Both freshman housing options are 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom with 4 students. So you share your bedroom and your bathroom with one other student. The biggest difference between the two is that at River Park campus, each unit has its own kitchen, while at main campus, each unit or each floor has its own kitchen. But really, other than geography and the kitchens, they're about the same. So how to become a Cougar? It is a very simple application process. We require a $40 application fee. If you're a senior right now, the application fee is being waived from March 8th today through March 19th. If you have a fee waiver after that date, we will accept it. And there is a June 30th deadline. We'll also need your official high school transcript, which you can send to us if you're an in-state student through GA Futures, or if you're out of state or don't want to use GA Futures, you can contact your school counselor and see how they prefer to get it to us. Your official test scores are not required for seniors. So, but for juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, we do anticipate going back to a test score requirement. We're looking for a 2.5 core GPA. That's only your academic or your core classes. That's math, science, English, social science, and foreign language. We do not look at your electives. As far as the SAT and ACT requirements, those are listed here as well. So if you want to see us, we are offering virtual and in-person information sessions and tours. You can visit our main campus Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. You can visit our River Park campus Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. We do limit that to 3 families per day per session. So just to adequately social distance, and just know that you must register and a mask is required. If you want to take a more in-depth information session, you can do that virtually, or you can visit our website and do a main campus or River Park campus tour. A little bit about Columbus, because we can't talk about Columbus State without talking about Columbus, Georgia. It is Georgia's second largest city. You can see the population there. It's about an hour and a half from downtown Atlanta. It's home to businesses like Aflac Insurance, Synovus Banking, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, Salt Life, just to name a few of many. It's also home to the longest stretch of urban whitewater rafting anywhere in the world. So we have 2.5 miles of whitewater rapids. The picture that you see here at the bottom is of Uptown Columbus, and this is where our River Park campus is housed. But just a beautiful, vibrant city with a lot of arts and entertainment going on. We want you to stay connected through our social media. If you only had to pick one of these to follow, it would be the Instagram, CSU Admissions. Give us a follow. There's daily content upgrades or updates. There's also going to be swag giveaways. We've even given away scholarships on here as well. So check out all of our channels, but the Instagram is the one that seems to be the most popular. So that's everything that I have. I have about 30 seconds. So I want to thank you all for coming in and listening to me talk about Columbus State. Have a good day. Pause up and go Cougars.
Thanks so much. And last but not least, we have the University of North Florida.
Hi there. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get started. Okay. So my name is Tess Henderson, and I am actually covering for one of my colleagues this evening, but I am an admissions coordinator at the University of North Florida, and tonight I will be sharing some information with you about what makes UNF unique. So the University of North Florida is a public university in Jacksonville, Florida, which is a metropolitan city approximately 140 miles from Savannah and 345 miles from Atlanta. At UNF, we have about 17,000 students, and 15,000 of those students are undergraduate. We do focus on the undergraduate experience at UNF with a 19-to-1 student to faculty ratio and an on average 34 students per class. Students across the university benefit from internships in the Jacksonville area. They have the chance to participate in undergraduate research with faculty members and study abroad at twice the national rate. UNF is ranked as the best national university by US News and by US News and World Report. And after class, students can join in one of our 200 clubs and organizations. They can watch one of our 19 Division I teams compete, or they can enjoy hiking on over 5 miles of nature trails on our campus, which is located on our nature preserve. Students at UNF also benefit from living and studying in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is located on the east coast of Florida, and our campus is located only 15 minutes from the beach, which is convenient whether you are relaxing after class with your friends or out in the water practicing as a part of our UNF surf team that we have. We are also 20 minutes away from the downtown Jacksonville area, where students can participate in internships with large businesses and Fortune 500 companies. Students can also visit the historical St. Augustine, the oldest city in the nation, and go home at the end of the day to the Fountains Residence Hall, which is ranked amongst the most luxurious residence halls. At UNF, we also offer over 50 majors and over 50 concentrations of those majors to our undergraduate students. Tonight, I'm going to highlight 3 programs that showcase the variety of opportunities we provide students during their time at UNF. So first, we'll talk about coastal and marine biology, where students have the chance to participate in undergraduate research in the lab and out in the field with faculty members. You will see some students doing that kind of just like around campus. And as well, our coastal and marine biology boats do go out into the St. Johns River that runs through Jacksonville, the intracoastal waterways, and the Atlantic Ocean. They study dolphin behavior, shark biology, and invasive species, just to name a few. We are also home to large animal necropsy labs on campus, where students and faculty members work together to see why marine animals have washed ashore. The next program we'll discuss is our music performance program, and this has a strong rapport with their faculty members. The students who are a part of the program, they have a strong rapport with the faculty members. And the students in our jazz studies major, they perform with world-renowned residents and concerts, including jazz musicians. Outside of working here in Jacksonville, they've performed at world-class venues around the world with ensembles like Carnegie Hall, the Vatican, the Mozart's Estate Theater. Music students have also studied abroad in countries such as Portugal, Italy, and South Africa. The last program I'll bring to your attention is the ASL English Interpreting and Deaf Education. Students at UNF who want to work with the deaf and hard of hearing community can major in either ASL/English interpreting and deaf education. Students in this program, they definitely benefit from being close to the Florida School of the Deaf and Blind, which is about 30 minutes away from our campus located in St. Augustine. There, they will gain hands-on experience through shadowing and internship opportunities. And students in these programs and across the university can take the American Sign Language courses that are taught by our faculty members. So if you're interested in either of these programs, we definitely recommend using that bit.ly link below. You can check out the 3 I mentioned and just the variety of programs that we do offer. I would like to share with you something that's exciting, and it's a new opportunity that we have at UNF for Georgia students. Starting in the fall 2021 term, we are offering a discounted tuition. Qualified Georgia residents will receive a 70% discount on their tuition at UNF. To qualify, you must meet one of the 4 criteria that's listed there. We consider all Georgia applicants for this waiver based on these requirements. So if we need any additional information from you to see if you're eligible for this waiver, we will reach out to you after you have been admitted to the university. Here you'll see the list of application materials. Now that you've learned a little bit about our university, I do want to kind of cover what is needed in order to receive an admissions decision. UNF is on rolling admissions, and we will be able to render your admissions decision about 4 to 6 weeks after you submit all of your application materials. Application materials and the applications, they are open now for the summer and fall 2021 students, and applications for the summer and fall of 2022 will open on June 1st, 2021. All right, so here you'll see how you can get connected with us. If you are interested in hearing more information about the University of North Florida, I am here to assist you. I recommend just kind of taking a screenshot of the information on this slide to reference at a later date. On the screen, you'll also see my contact information as well as our admissions social media account. There you will see the most up-to-date information from our Office of Admissions. If you also want to schedule a one-on-one virtual meeting, please visit the link at the bottom of the slide. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Tess Henderson from the University of North Florida, and I enjoyed speaking with you this evening.
Thank you, Tess. All right, I'm going to share my screen. And we are going to just dive into one quick question for our Q&A. So, DigiPen, if you'd like to go first, we're going to have all of the reps answer, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus?
So at DigiPen, I like to say that we embrace the nerd culture, which is not a bad word. Nerds are awesome. We have a lot of like LAN parties, local area network, where we network up the whole campus and do like big like esports. We also do an outbreak. It's called Outbreak. It's humans versus zombies, where you run around campus and there's safe zones and things like that. We don't have Greek life or athletics. So our students aren't real big into that. So some of my favorite campus traditions are like the cosplay parties we have and stuff. If you know what I'm saying, then you're probably gonna like the stuff that we offer.
Great, thank you so much. St. Andrews University.
That was pretty good, Jeff. So some of the fun things that I would say it's more traditional for our students to enjoy, it's when they graduate. I mentioned to you that we were covered by over 200 acres of like lakes around the campus. And from the student life to the academic side is where they have graduation on the campus. There's bagpipes. So St. Andrews sounds like we always get mixed up with the one that's not in Lawrenceburg, North Carolina. They always think that we're from Scotland. So but we still have the traditional thing where they have on the kilts and they play the bagpipes, and it's kind of a traditional thing that they walk across the causeway to say that they've completed an accomplishment for graduating. So that's pretty cool, and that's tradition. I think that's probably one of the funnest things that our students really enjoy about the campus.
Great. Temple University Japan campus.
Well, not specifically on campus, because it's such an iconic symbol of Japan, the Mount Fuji. I'd say our annual trip to Mount Fuji, where students will hike up overnight to get to the summit and watch the sunrise. I think it's such a special event, something that, you know, all people who come to Japan should try and do at least once. So I think that's probably our favorite event that we do at the university.
Sounds very cool. Columbus State University.
Sure. So my favorite tradition is an event we host that's called Winterfest. It's kind of like a winter celebration spectacular. It just kicks off the winter season, and there's hundreds of CSU staff and faculty, and then there's just thousands of community people. So we have everything from a giant tree lighting and a lighting of the campus to arts and crafts. I mean, it's just a really fun community event that brings out literally thousands of people. So it's just a lot of fun.
Great. And finally, University of North Florida.
Hi there again. Yes, so one of my favorite traditions that I would say that happens on campus is the lip sync event. It happens and is put on by our Student Government Association every year during homecoming. So all of the different clubs and organizations, they come together, and sometimes it's a themed lip sync event. So it could be like something 80s or 90s, but just seeing all of the clubs and organizations come together and participate in karaoke is really awesome. And our students really enjoy it. So I have to say that's my favorite for sure.
Sounds fun. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of this presentation. I just want to thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you especially to our panelists who took time out of their schedules to come and present to you all. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we would love if you could provide any feedback. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions if you're interested. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/probe. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your evening. Take care.